Hey friends. So I had my preoperative appointment on Wednesday, and the stupid thing was I was late. I put everything on all of my reminders, my calendar at work, my calendar at home, my phone, everything is on 24-hour time, which is sometimes called military time. But I still looked at the damn appointment and said, oh, it's at 3:10, not at 13:10. So they called me at 1:25. Hey, we had you in here at 10 minutes after. And I was like, oh my God. So I ran out the door and got there. I did not drive the speed limit, but luckily for me, there was nobody patrolling, but it's only a few miles away from where I live. So I got there real quick, ran up the stairs, had to put my mask on because with the Delta variant running around, they're being cautious again, which is smart, you know. Could not believe, because I was like all day on Tuesday, it was like, gotta remember the appointment. And all Wednesday morning, you know, I took care of the bank thing, I took care of other things, and I was just like, this is gonna be fine. This is all going so smoothly. Anyway, all right. I made it to the appointment. I made it to the second appointment. Told them all the issues, told them all the, I don't really take medications, but all of the supplements that I take, they have to screen for anything that might cause you to bleed more easily, including things like vitamin E. So I'm very excited about this. And my friends who've had it done are happy for me. They're like, you're going to really be glad you did. Yesterday I realized this is probably the last time I will ever wear, in my entire life, wear an underwire bra. I told my husband, he's like, underwire? He'd never heard of that. He didn't know what it was. I was like, just imagine wire being pressed up against your chest and held down by a heavy weight with every step you take. Just digging into your ribs every day forever. He's like, surely it could work better than that. I'm like, you go make a bra. I don't know. So I'm in my happy zone right now. I've been working in the garden, and there are little butterflies everywhere making me happy. I saw a rainbow yesterday. A rain cloud was passing by to the east, and it was just a short bow between two clouds. You know, the thing that gets portrayed in art, you know, two clouds with a rainbow between. And that's what I saw. It was really beautiful. When I was taking the dog for a walk. He's out here eating grass now. I guess he can't reach his favorite patch of grass. But anyway, so one of the things I wanted to talk about was dealing with jealousy. When you're in pain and people are jealous of the thing that causes you pain, it gets very confusing. Having a large chest causes you lots of pain every day. It doesn't go away. In the morning it's worse because you've been sleeping probably at an awkward angle. You know, I want to sleep with my hands here, but that means I have to collapse my shoulders to get, you know, and if you're wanting to sleep like this, the weight is pulling you this way. You twist, you end up twisted, you end up fatigued. It makes it harder to sleep. It makes it harder to be comfortable. It makes it harder to sit. Even just right now, just the weight just pulls you down. So I don't know if I had a dime for every time somebody said to me, well, I wish I had that problem. It's like, why? Why do you want a problem? Why do you want to be in pain? And that's, you know, that's what I'll say. If pain is your thing, if you enjoy pain, do whatever you want. Put rocks in your shoes. Call that sexy. I don't know. it's just inexplicable. It does not make sense when people tell you that they're jealous of the fact that you have something that causes, especially now, if somebody was just out of the blue, like, I wish I looked like that, I wish I had those, I'd be like, look, let me tell you. But it's the fact that people say that after you're like, God, I'm in so much pain because of these things, and oh, this is so uncomfortable, and they're like, well, I wish I had that problem. No. Why? Why? Do you also wish that people would stab you in the eye? Anyway, we're never going to understand humans, are we? Even being humans, we still don't understand them. So I was able yesterday to mooch some Tylenol. I'm supposed to take 2 Tylenol right before going to the operation center. I have to look at the time. I have to write out the time scale when everything's supposed to happen. Like I said, I was late to the appointment the other day that I was prepared for. If I don't prepare for for all the things I have to do before surgery, I don't even stand a chance. They want it. I don't ever use it because it's not a pain relief, effective pain relief medicine for me. Naproxen sodium works for me, but that is a blood thinner, so you can't take that. But apparently it does help with the time during surgery and directly after surgery. I don't know how acetaminophen works. Hopefully that's the right word. I think that's the right word for the brand name Tylenol. So I don't know, but this is what they do. They know what they're talking about. So I did not want to buy a bottle, and a friend of mine was willing to give me a couple of them. He even went home. He was going home on his lunch break from work anyway. He was like, sure, I'll just pick some up. And then talking about forgetting things, remembering things, he said he wrote himself a note, put it on his wallet, put his wallet on top of his phone and his keys on top of the wallet so that he could not leave home without seeing the note and remembering to get them for me. That was really sweet of him. My husband has hurt his back, and I'm trying to tell him, like, I'm going to need your help on the day of the surgery. And I think he gets irritated when I state the obvious, but you never know what exactly is obvious to a person. I think he just, he might just be thinking, I just need to drive her there and drive her home. But there's a lot more, going to be a lot more to it. He's never had to go through anything like this. He's never worked in the medical field other than he got trained as an EMT, but I don't know if he worked as an EMT. And that was in the military, which is a whole different thing. This is a voluntary surgery. This isn't a gunshot wound. These are all communications issues, aren't they? People not hearing me when I tell them I'm in pain, and that what I'm going through is not desirable. That's communication. They're not hearing what I'm saying. Maybe I'm saying things the wrong way. Maybe I need to let those things go. I don't know if there is a better way to handle that miscommunication than what I've already done. Trying to communicate with my husband, who has an easy time communicating with their spouse. Sorry, I didn't mean to raise my hand. I put my hand down. And we both try hard. We both work at this is the best relationship I've ever had. He wants to know what I'm saying. He wants to hear me. I want to know what he's saying. I want to hear him. It's still tough trying to get ideas across to each other. Doesn't help that we grew up in, different parts of the world. Different parts of the United States. It's still very different. He grew up out west, and I grew up in the east, not the northeast. I'm not talking about New England. So we have cultural differences and different assumptions made. So I'm nervous about this. I'm very excited. I did not sleep at all the night before last. Well, I say not at all. I might have, I dozed at least twice, but not for more than a few minutes each time. So Friday I was exhausted. Luckily last night I was able to sleep. I went to bed basically right after dinner. My dog is going to pester my cat now. What you doing, kitten? What's going on, kitty? What's good, kitty? What's good, kitty? Yeah, so I got to write out everything. I have to go buy a particular kind of bra that closes in the front. And luckily for me, the nurse who was giving me the instructions, she said they tend to run small. And so I heard small, and what I thought was I need to buy smaller than what it says. And she said yes. So if you're a 32, you'll want to buy probably a 36. And I was like, right, that's what she said. Hey, that's another communication problem. She stated it clearly, and my brain still went, do the opposite thing. Anyway. No, kitten. What's good, kitty? What's good, kitty? This is the prettiest kitty ever. Who's the prettiest kitty ever? Who's pretty kitty? He's good kitty. Good kitty, good kitty. I made my dog whine. He's jealous now because I stopped petting him in order to pet her. You're so funny, doggy. I love the doggies too. Okay, I think that's all I've got to say right now. I'm looking forward to this, and it's going to be great. It's going to be difficult, and it's going to be great. So I hope that y'all are well and doing things that need to be done. Post comments if you got any questions or anything, you know.